this is everything you're going to need for my go-to rig that I use pretty much everywhere I fish. I'll always find a spot I can get it on. Just need some semi-stiff coated braid, any brand that you prefer. A hook pattern, preferably a curved shank, the crank that Corda do. You can use the wide gapes as well. I just find the curved shanks and the cranks just sit a little bit better with these ones. Micro ring swivel, well, it's just a micro swivel actually. It's got no ring on it, so just a micro swivel. You can either use shrink tube or you can get some kickers. I'll show you some kickers that I've used on the same rig that I'm tying, but for this video I'm just going to use the shrink tube and some hook beads, and that is everything you're going to need. Tool wise, it always helps to have two pullers. I try not to do it with my hands pulling them, because if you slip you get a hook in your finger, especially on the bank if it's a barbed one. That is your session over. So if you can, some type of puller, whether that's, you know, the end of some scissors that you put it in and you pull the hook so you're not holding it, but yeah, some grippers, pullers and a pair of scissors that I've just grabbed from the kitchen. So let's get to it. Right then, take a length of your hook link material. What I tend to do, just as a general rule, is just take a length of my tackle box, and that will normally, in most situations, be absolutely plenty. Cut it off fairly close to your spool, put that to one side. You're absolutely done with that now. One hook, put that to one side. Now what we're going to do here is just a simple knotless knot. You can attach it a few different ways, but I just prefer the knotless knot because it's the easiest thing to tie, I find anyway. So you're just going to put your line up through there, so go in, there's the point of the hook, here's the eye, straight up through the eye. You're just going to pull it up. You don't want to waste a lot of material, so just sort of do it so it just over the where it bends. And then what we're going to do, you look on the hook. If you look on the hook for where the eye wraps around from the shank and comes back towards the shank, what we're going to do is whip away from that. So in this instance it's this side, so I'm going to whip from this side. So I'm going to whip 4, 5, 6 and finish it, and then just straighten that out, because as you're whipping it you'll feel this turning in your hand, so just straighten that back out. So we whipped up, got the hook there, point, and there's the eye. You're just going to take the tag end and we're going to go back that way. So you're going to push that through, make sure we've got no twist, like that. We're just going to pull it down, and that will lasso your tag end up here, and then just going to pull it down, and then use your puller to just tighten that down. Now it doesn't matter where this hair ends up, whether, and they normally do pull tight and come around there, but it really doesn't matter because we're not going to use it, and we're going to cut that flush. And then we're going to take your little swivel, which is your micro swivel. I think it's a size 11. I'm not 100% sure, but a little swivel on that. One rig bead. And then the way we're going to go is the fat end first. Hole in the top of the bead. And you're going to poke the point of the hook. There we go, and that is on the point. We're just going to use your nail to get a bit of grip and slide that around. Snip this tag end off because we don't need it. Don't go too close. Just sort of snip. have tightened it down, so it's not going to go anywhere. So this is our rig at the moment, and it's nearly done. It's really, really simple. You can tie hundreds of these. You know, pack of 10 hooks, put all the knotless knots in a row, so you've got them all done, and then add 10 swivels, 10 beads, and you're pretty much done. And then the last thing we're going to do is put a bit of shrink tube over this. What you do is just do what I'm doing here, just line it up, think, yeah, that'll do, and then cut. That's pinged off, slide it up, and then push that over your knot. And what I like to do is just cover up that little tag end, and we'll steam that down, and we're done. And that is the finished rig. Tie off the end with just an overhand knot. Steam it straight, job's a good one. If you found the video interesting or it helps you out, give us a like and maybe consider subscribing. Thanks again.